What's going on there, YouTube? This is ODC, that's me, and I'm back with another action figure review. This is my review of the DC Direct Hush Stealth Jumper Batman action figure from the Batman Hush line. This is actually one of my favorite DC Direct lines. I have quite a bit in this wave. I have 3 of these figures in this wave. Let me set him aside here. Here's the packaging comes with. It says Stealth Jumper Batman on the side. It's got his little picture. On the other side, it's got a picture of the other figures in the wave. On the back, as you can see here, there is. I have now I have Stealth Jumper Batman. I have Alfred, Commissioner Gordon. I was gonna get Ra's al Ghul, but I actually got a custom of that version of Ra's al Ghul, and I'll probably be doing that video next. So if you get a chance, check that video out. Sorry, it's a little early. Video out next. I'll be doing that, and it also comes with Scarecrow. I think everybody's pretty familiar with this packaging if you've seen it before. If you haven't, this is what it looks like. There you go. Package it out of the way. This guy is I would say he's probably a peg warmer. If you can find them, you can find them very easily, and you can find them for pretty cheap. I actually found this guy at a flea market for $7 mint on card, and so I pulled the trigger and I was like, oh, $7. I mean, it's still a really nice figure, even though it's not your atypical, you know, Batman from the Hush line, which I have the traditional looking Batman Hush mint on card, but I think that was from series 2, I believe. But this guy still looks really good. There's a lot of detail, and I feel like, you know, you got to show this figure some love, because somebody put some time and their effort into making this, and it's still, you know, it's still a work of art here. There's loads of detail on here, and I mean, he's not the most posable figure in the world because he's a DC Direct figure, but let me get him off this base here. There you go, and he comes with his standard Batman logo base, which I think is really nice. The only thing I was kind of a little weird about with these stands is I don't understand why they have built this stand raised and uneven. They should have just done it flat, because sometimes this thing wobbles when you stand it, and like the figures, if he's uneven with the peg, so it kind of wobbles a little bit. It's a little bit like back heavy sometimes, but still a really nice stand. I like what they did with this. It looks good. I usually keep these guys actually on their stands, and they're very in scale with DC Universe Classics. So if you want to, you can actually use like Alfred and Commissioner Gordon with your DC Universe Classics setup. So that's another added bonus there. But I'll move on now, and I will move on to let's go through articulation real quick. His head moves side to side. It can do a full 360. This piece in his front, his breather tube, you can't take it off or anything. It's just kind of there, so you kind of just have to leave that. His arms don't really go up at all. They're not on like a hinge or anything, so they just go forward and back. And they can do a full 360 if you want. This guy's just pretty tight in his joints, so no ab crunch or anything. Like I said, he's not the most posable figure. He's kind of a statue, and I mean, you have to know what you're getting with this guy. His His leg movement is very hindered. That's about as far up as you can go. I don't want to force it because this guy's pretty stiff. His knee bends about that far, and that's it. So, oh, he also has a glove swivel. Now, when I originally got this guy, I was kind of confused because I was like messing around with him, and I was like getting him and trying to get him into like a nice stance or whatever, and his arms, you know, posed properly. And his leg comes like crooked like this. I was like, oh, he's probably just got a boot swivel, and I was like, no. Oh, no. So, no, he does not have a boot swivel. This is just how he stands, like this. So, a odd choice to keep your foot like that. But, I mean, I guess he's, I don't know. I don't know why you would choose to stand a figure with his leg posed like this. Maybe he had standing issues with QC, and they were like, well, I'll just give him a dynamic leg pose on the side. But it just looks kind of looks a little off to me. I don't know. Kind of looks like his leg's broken a little bit. Because, I don't know. I don't stand like that. But, because the rest of him looks pretty vanilla, pretty basic, except for that leg. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But other than that, he's got loads of detail on him. Like, his suit is not his regular suit, as you can see here. Let me get in close here. His suit is all lined up, and it looks like it's insulated, so he can go jumping from high distances up in the air. And even his cowl is got like line detail on it, and his bat symbol is a little different. There's his breather tube, and it just looks like, you know, he's about to jump out of an airplane. So looks pretty cool. Or goes for scuba. Are you for scuba, Ruben? Ruben? Are you for scuba? Sorry. That was a Long Came Polly reference. Ruben, you for scuba? No, I'm not for scuba. But yeah, he's got a nice little pack on there. And you can see all the detail in his harness for his pack and everything. It looks pretty cool. He still has his utility belt on. So, and I like that he has the cape and looks good, and it's very flexible. So that looks cool. But yeah, I mean, this guy's pretty basic. He doesn't have his gauntlets. He's got these straps that go across, so these aren't his regular gauntlets. But this guy is all set up to go jump out of an airplane. So, with that being said, that's pretty much going to wrap up this DC Direct. Let's see if I can get his foot in the peg. DC Direct Hush Batman Stealth Jumper Suit. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I like the figure. You can get it for cheap. Yeah. If I had to rate him, I'm going to rate him based off DC Direct figures. Actually, I'll just rate him as a figure as whole, which I should be doing with every figure. But nonetheless, I'm going to rate him. I give him a... well, he's tough. He's got loads of detail, lack of articulation, that weird leg thing. I'll give him a 7.5. I think he's he's still a solid figure, and he's cheap, so he's not going to break your bank at all. You can get him for cheap. But I'm going over my time here. I actually didn't want to be this long, but yeah. So 7.5. You know, he's worth it if you can get him for cheap. Don't spend a lot of money on this guy. You can find him for cheap. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this review of the Batman DC Direct Batman Hush Stealth Jumper Suit Batman. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the flip side.